See It Played, the Marshals Volume 1, Junot in Soult in Portugal. This is the Junot 1808 scenario, and it is still August 19th. It is the Anglo-Allied operation. So taking a large view of the situation, these are the remaining Anglo-Allied forces available for activation, and just looking at the big picture and looking at what I would like to accomplish first, I'm considering two courses of action. Course of action one is that I take a large force and attack this French force here at Torres Vedras. That should be a pretty, well, getting into battle should be fairly easy. Outcome, another story, of course. Course of action 2 is that I take a force here and march 2, 4, 6 and grab the central position here. Right there. Grab the central position, put an Anglo-Allied force on the main north-south road from Torres Vedras back to Lisbon. The advantage of attacking now Torres Vedras is to attrit the French at this point. It is 19th of August. 4 more days after this day is complete. Attriting the French at this point would be good. The Anglo-Allies are only ahead by 2 victory points right now. We are threatening Lisbon, though, from the west. 1 march to the west of Lisbon. Now, to move down here and get in central position, we'll might uncover Vimeiro and the British fleet here at the port there. Now the French can't, if I remember correctly, the French can't destroy the fleet, attack it, or anything like that. But as long as the French are here and the British fleet is here at the port, the Anglo-Allied forces are going to be taking whatever penalties there are with respect to not having a, what's it called? Line of communications, I think. Where is it? Yeah, I can't remember what they call it, but not having a line of communications back to the fleet at the port there. Not necessarily disastrous, though, especially if it's a final lunge to Lisbon. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to go with the maneuvering to the central position, and the deciding factor is that, again, in the big picture, the burden of attacking is on the French. The burden of attacking is on the French. So the Anglo-Allied side might as well use that. So I think what I want to do is maneuver a sizable force from here, 246, to the central position here. So now let's consider what we actually have to accomplish this. Okay, to review, we still have these 2 event chits, but they're both battle chits. So we'll save those for some important battles, if not the decisive battle of the campaign. I'm showing Wellesley has 1st and 2nd Brigades, which have 1 strength loss. 3rd and 4th Brigades, which are at 4 steps, a morale of 4, and the Portuguese cavalry, which has a morale of 4. So that's Wellesley's force. Let's review who's where. So down there, that is Wellesley. That's Wellesley and the 3 decoys. So that's Wellesley and the 3 decoys. So back here, we have 5th and 6th Brigades, British Infantry. Trant, Portuguese infantry, on its final step and has a very low morale of 2. Not good. Okay, artillery, so 3 artillery. Okay, and the baggage trains. So, yeah, obviously we don't have a leader because Anglo-Allies are... Oh, this is where I'm going to have to roll for command. Well, okay. Given what we have, assuming we pass our command test, well, okay. Well, in any case, the artillery and the baggage trains are not going to reach that point with movement allowances of 4. So, do we break up the force? Maybe. This force is just too weak. Wow, I'm surprised now that I'm looking at it. The Anglo-Allies don't have a lot of force. Now I wonder how valuable it is to move at all. Obviously we could move here. At least that puts a river between the force and the French here, but first of all, you have to pass a command test, and you could fail the command test and not move at all. I think, actually, I'm going to try something. I'm going to try passing at this point, which is not, obviously not at all what I intended to do. Pass. Going to pass and frankly hope that the French attack. So if the French attack, I'm okay with that actually, being on the defensive in a battle. Obviously, if I stay here and the French don't attack, the French might just pull out. So actually I'm giving the French the opportunity to reinforce Lisbon. But I just don't see... I don't see... See, I'm considering even pushing 1 infantry unit forward, 246, and just putting something between this French force and Lisbon. But I'm not going to do that because even to pull 1 infantry unit, to pull the British infantry unit away from here would leave this force too weak to viably defend itself. I think I am going to have to pass. Now if I pass, let me check on something. Okay, yeah. If players pass consecutively, the operations phase ends and we go to the administration phase. Administrative phase. So I think that I want to record for myself. So I remember that the British passed. The big thing is that my two, one of the considerations is that both of my event chits are battle chits, which actually might really come in handy if I can, well, if the French attack here. Again, they want to reinforce Lisbon, but if they don't attack this turn, oh, I need to record that too. Huh. If they don't attack this turn, yeah, that is something to record. I assume that this turn, the French, not assume, I remember over the weeks here that the French have not attacked this turn. And if they don't attack by the end, they're going to lose victory points. I think a victory point again. So that, yeah, that's a consideration. So while the French may want to attack, they also need to reinforce Lisbon. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So I guess it is good to pass now, considering the forces here. The Anglo allies have an incentive to pass here, again, to shift the burden of acting and really the burden of fighting to the French. Huh. All right, didn't turn out at all like I expected, but I think that's the best the Anglo allies can do in this situation. I'm recording that they passed. When I pick up next time, it'll be the French option. Yeah, okay.